Okay, welcome back. I am going to talk a bit about lattice multiplication, and this is a way, it's not required, but this is a way to go ahead and multiply. The lattice refers to the shape that we have this cross piece going on the squares. If you have a lattice fence, you would see something very similar to that. So let's take a look here. In this case, I have this 368 is multiplying 47. And this is what I do. I set up the squares. I have to have one square for each digit. And we go across is one number and then down is another number. And when you have your square set up, then you're going to want to have a cross piece, the part that makes it the lattice. So you want to have this here. Part of what's going to happen is you're going to have your tens place. Any number that you have that's a 10 is going to go in the top here, and any number that's in the ones would go here. And it may make more sense if I show you rather than talk about it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. The nice thing about this is it doesn't matter where I start. I'm going to be able to just do whatever I need to do, and I'm only dealing with one set of numbers at a time. So here we go. 8 times 4 is going to be a 32. 8 times 7 is a 56. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12. 7 times 6 is 42. And 3 times 7 is going to be a 21. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, and I'm going to do this in a different color just because this is so close. I'm going to do this in let's do red. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add along the diagonal. So in this diagonal here, there's only 6. In this diagonal, I have a 2 and a 5 and a 2. So that's going to give me a 9. Here I have a 3, 4, that's going to give me a 12, right? Because this and this are 4. I have 3 4s, so that's going to give me a 12. So I have the 2. And here I'm going to do a plus 1, because I still have to keep track of that 1. That's a 10, right? So here we're going to go on to, that's 4, 6, and 7. And so my answer on this is 17,296. And this is a way to work on some very large numbers very quickly. Initially it's not intuitive, but as you play with it a little bit, it becomes very easy. I've been able to work with as large as, I've worked with a 5 by 6, and as long as I was able to set up the grid ahead of time, I was actually faster. In one particular case, I was actually faster than a student putting it into the calculator and getting an answer. I was able to pull that off. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. This is a 4 by 4, and then I have one more. I think it's a 4 by 5 that we're going to do. So in this case, 3 times 6 is 18. 4 times 6 is 24. 7 times 6 is 42. And 8 times 6 is 48. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 7 is going to be 63. 9 times 8 is going to be 72. Okay, so 5 times 3 is 15. 4 times 3 is 20. 7 times 5 is 35. And 5 times 8 is going to be a 40. 4 times 3 is a 12. 4 times 4 is 16. That's going to be 28. And 32. And I'm going to scroll this up a little bit so it's not quite so difficult to see. All right. And I want to be really clear here. The 9 here is not interacting on this at all. This 9 is the one I'm multiplying. This has nothing to do with that. So I want to make certain that we're clear on that point. All right. So I'm going to add along my diagonal. So here I have a 2. Here I have an 11. So I'm going to put my 1 for the 11 and then my plus 1 for the tens place. So 8, 17, 18, 20. So I've got a 0 and then I'm going to do plus 2. I think I did that right. 8 plus 9 is 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep. Okay, so there's a 10, there's a 10, 23, 24, 26. And I've got my plus 2. 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 12 is going to give me 20. 28. 8. Well, that would be 10, 11, 15, 21. So there's a 10, so it's going to be a 14. So, assuming I did my addition properly, alright, so let me go ahead. I'm going to pull in my handy dandy electronic calculator. Alright, so let me pull that over here. Go ahead and clear that out. So I've got here, clear that off. So I've got 6954 times 3478. So 24, 18, 6012. So being able to multiply something like this in a very short period of time is kind of slick, I think. My own personal take on it. Let me go ahead and we'll go down here and all right. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go with those. So that should take care of it. So I guess it's a 5 by 5. 5 by 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 9, 0, 1. So I'm going to do the easy ones first. Alright, that's 4, 3. Okay. So here's all of my multiplication. Like I said, I'm doing one digit at a time. One digit times one digit. And for whatever reason, that seems to make people feel a whole lot more comfortable. So let's go ahead. I'm going to work out my solution here using the addition now. So I've got 7, 6, 7, 16, 19, so I'm going to go 9 plus 1 there. Oh, okay. 13, 18, 24, 25, 27, so I've got a 7, and there's a plus 2 there. 6, 16, 18, 7, 17, 18. There's an 8, and there's another 2, so that's a 0. So that's going to give us a 2. So I would expect to see 2, 0, 8, 8, 7, 9, 7, 6, 7. Alright, so let's see what we get if I pull that up on the calculator. So we have times 8901. 208 879 767. So dealing with 208 million, we're able to do that in very short order. So as I say, this is a tool. I'm not demanding anybody use it, but I think it's a really cool tool. And if you find it helpful, I'm glad to pass that along to you. If not, no harm, no foul.